Good morning. I hope you're doing well. I'm feeling good. I just did a creative dance workout, and there are a lot of deer outside right now. It's just beautiful out, and I hope that you're doing well too. Feel free to say something in the comments. Let me know where you are watching from. And let me know if you would like a card drawn for you. And yes, I'm going to get started. I'm going to read from Dancingstar first. This is the inspiration for my production company, A Dancing Star. It's a book of quotes. So I'm going to start off with a quote. This is a Sufi aphorism. When the heart weeps for what it has lost, the spirit laughs for what it has found. When the heart weeps for what it has lost, the spirit laughs for what it has found. And what that makes me think of is my mom. So my heart still weeps with the loss of her, but my spirit laughs at our great connection. My spirit is laughing because it's like, what do you mean missing her? She's right here. All right. So I'm going to start with a reading from Courage to Change. It is September 10th. Happy birthday to all the September 10th birthdays out there. I believe that's a Virgo. Happy birthday to the Virgos out there. Okay, so this is from Courage to Change. It is an Al-Anon book. September 10th. My denial was so thick when I came to Al-Anon that I didn't even know they were alcoholics in my life. Al-Anon helped me. Sorry, hold on one second. Okay. Helped me feel safe enough to look at the truth. As my denial began to shift, I was horrified at the lies I had told myself and others. But I went from one extreme to the other and became a compulsive truth teller. That's kind of one of my things that I need to. Sometimes I'm too honest. It became my mission to inform anyone who would listen about what was really happening. I labeled this honesty. But I was actually expressing my anger and scorn for the alcoholic and crying out for help. Al-Anon has shown me that my view of a situation is only the truth as seen from my tiny corner of the universe. I can't undo past denial by blaming the alcoholic for having a disease that has affected both of our lives, or by bitterly insisting that I now know the real truth. But I can forgive my extreme response to extreme situations, knowing that I did the best I could at the time. Today, I can be honest and still be gentle with myself. I think my honesty comes from, like, I kind of feel like I live my life as an open book and assume that everybody else does too. So mine is more around discernment and boundaries. That's what I work on. Today's reminder. When I stop worrying about how others see things and focus on myself, I gain more serenity than I have ever known. I cannot control the disease of alcoholism, but I can step away from its grip by honestly examining my motives and my feelings. And Nietzsche says, whoever fights monsters should see to it that in the process he does not become a monster. That's a really good one. I'm going to read that again. Whoever fights monsters should see to it that in the process he does not become a monster. It reminds me of, in manifesting, if you say, no, I don't want milk, no, I don't want milk, no, I don't want milk, no, I don't want milk. Well, The universe just hears milk, doesn't hear no, right? As opposed to, yes, I want lemonade. Yes, I want lemonade. Yes, I want lemonade. Yes, I want lemonade. So, likewise, if you're fighting monsters, I'm fighting the monsters, I'm fighting the monsters, I'm fighting the monsters, you can start to attract that monster like energy instead of going, okay, you're fighting monsters, so you're fighting for peace. I'm fighting for peace. I'm fighting for peace. I'm fighting for peace. All right. September 10th from Resonate with Stillness. And this is from Swami Muktananda. Whatever a person considers valuable for himself, he should give exactly the same to others and his society. One should find out what's good for oneself, and one can discover from that example of the great beings, from the examples of the great beings. What do you want to do for yourself? Do for others also. What you want to do for yourself, do for others also. If there's a conflict between your duty to become yourself and your duty to others, that means you have become involved in some sort of self-deception. To want the same thing for yourself and for others, and to help others achieve those things, is your duty to society. You should think that you are society and society is you. Live and act in society, following the footsteps of the great beings. There's one here, this part really spoke to me. What you want to do for yourself, do for others. If there's a conflict between your duty to yourself and your duty to others, that means you have become involved in some sort of self-deception. That is really good. That is really like, so if I think about money, right? Well, I should be trying to receive the same amount that I'm giving, because if I am society, because I kind of thought of it as like I tithe about 20%. But if I think of it as really just receiving and giving that same amount, wow, there would be a lot of flow. I didn't even think about it in that way. So, um, yeah, I think my dad is a master of that. He never keeps anything. He just receives money and he gives it all away, and then he gets more. So if money is energy, yeah, interesting. All right, so I am going to, um, once again, if anybody wants to a card, just comment. But if not, I'm going to read a general card for myself and anyone else who is listening right now or will listen in the future. These are Paramahansa Yogananda's cards, and today I picked loyalty. God is equally present in all, but in the heart of the spiritually minded, loyal person who thinks only of him, God is most definitely expressed. God is the secret of all mental power, peace, and prosperity. He is the real source of all that is desirable in life. Through your loyalty to God, you can establish your oneness with him. Realize your soul's perfection. Be loyal, as loyalty attracts divine attention. When the storms of life gather and the waves of trials buffet you, that's that word again, buffet you, buffet you. buffet you. When the waves of trials affect you, guide the boat of your life safely to the divine shores by realizing his omnipresence. His or her, the way we personify God is funny. Our mind is so limited. So let us meditate. Closing the eyes, listening to the sound, listening to the other sounds in the room, outside the room, tuning into the five senses. What can you see behind your lids? What can you smell? What can you taste? What are you touching? You can put your hands in Shin Mudra with your forefingers and thumbs touching, and then put the palm of your hands on your knees. That can help you have an erect spine. Imagine your spine is being pulled up by the heavens and pulled down by the earth. And then the rest of your body is just relaxed. Lubricating those joints, relaxing the muscles, giving them a squeeze or a stretch. And just becoming present to the here and now. Om. The primordial sound, let that resonate in your body. Om. Feel that in your body. How does your body feel right now? Are there any aches or pains? If there are, send them some sound healing. Om. And then moving up to your emotional body. You can put your hands on your heart and on your belly, and just sending some sound healing there. And then on your throat and your third eye, your intellect and your intuition, your expression, your mental body, sending some sound healing there. And what I'm doing is I'm just sending a note that would feel pleasing to that area. And now to my physical, emotional, and mental, the sound of Now I'm tuning into my energy. How does my energy feel today? Noticing. What are the ways that you're feeling extroverted? What are the ways you're feeling introverted? Is your energetic body large or small? Is your energy field extending or retracting? Does it feel protective or free? Does it have a color? I'm noticing that I am feeling more protective than I thought I was feeling. So that's just something good to know, to listen to. Taking inventory of your physical, emotional, and spiritual well being. Noticing what your energy is like so that as you commingle with others, you're clear about your energetic boundaries. What is yours and what is theirs. On a soul level, of course, we're all one. But in terms of our essence, our energy, what we're projecting out into the world, that is our responsibility. Because as spiritual beings, we are here to gather experience. So you could kind of think of it as like harvesting, or that you've got your basket and you're filling that basket up. You're giving away things, but that container is what your body, emotions, mind, and spirit is gathering for our soul. And you don't want to get confused about what is yours and what is theirs. Because then sometimes we are only living in reaction to others. Some people who have grown up in chaotic homes become very attuned to other people's feelings, but perhaps not their own, because it was a survival instinct. If dad is mad, there might be consequences. So let's tune in to how dad is feeling. And if there's so much focus on that exteriorly, then the child can learn that their own feelings don't matter so much. It's more about tuning into other people's feelings and then reacting accordingly. So sometimes we need to undo that and really take inventory. How am I feeling physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually? And then creating that boundary and knowing what is mine and what is theirs. Let's just sit with that for a moment. Imagining you're very clear on your boundaries. And then, like the Baba Muktananda quote, giving the same thing as you would to yourself to others. What would you like to give to yourself? I notice that certain people work in and out, and other people work out and in. So for me, when my babies were little, I would say, "Oh, I'm hungry. I bet they're hungry too." Some people work more, "Oh, they're hungry. I wonder if I might be hungry." But both are important. So thinking about what you want to give to yourself. I'm just noticing that I want to give to myself dates and flowers and chocolates and romance and um, being taken out to a movie. And um, I want to romance myself. So then I'm imagining giving that to others. I'm imagining giving flowers and chocolates and little gifts, making food for them, taking them out to a movie. Not that we can go out to movies these days, but the idea is there. And then, of course, giving what I think they would enjoy. So they say the golden rule is to do unto others as you would have done to you. But the platinum rule is do unto others as they would have done unto them. So I might feel charged up by someone taking me dancing and giving me flowers and chocolates and red wine. That same kind of charge up. If I give to somebody else, they might not have the same charge around that. But let's say I gave them a race car or something else, they might have that kind of feeling around it. So it's good to know yourself. It's good to know the other beings around you and to make sure that you are keeping the boundaries clear. And the boundaries come from the physical, emotional, and mental and spiritual. Then we can go beyond the boundaries. So, right now, let's set the boundaries aside and go even deeper. Go to the place where there are no boundaries because there is no this or that. We are now journeying into our soul, into the grand we, where you and I are one. This is where wholeness exists. This is everything and nothing, the Zen place, the neutral zone. Here we can experience a state of contentment, happiness without any sorrow. Here there are no words spoken. Here we are one with our ancestors, our future selves, our past selves. Here time does not exist. Here there is no mind to assess, criticize, gather information. Here everything just is, and it's not even that. Om Namah Shivaya. I honor my inner divinity as connected to my outer divinity. Here you and I are one. Om. Here, what is beneficial for one is beneficial for all. Here, there is no benefit and detriment. Here, we get to experience the isness of our inner being. This is reality. The rest is the Leela, the play of consciousness. But here we get to bathe in just being with our beloved, our beloved soul. And then we can make a decision to put on a costume of our body, fit our spirit into that costume. We can paint on the emotions. Oh, put the hat on of our intellect, and we can become an actor in the play of life. Knowing that that inner charge, that inner battery, our soul is always with us. It is our life force. And in this play, we get to choose our intentions, our actions and our attitude. So just choosing one intention for the day. My intention today is to create peace. So I'm going to have a peaceful attitude. And one action that I'm going to take is I'm going to look at each one of my children with peaceful eyes and really be present with them. I'm going to open up my eyes now. Sending you some peace. With great love and with great respect, I honor you and your incredibly unique journey, your path in this great play that we're playing. Thank you for playing your part. Sadhguranath Maharaj Ki Jai. Hail to the bringer of the light. Om Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace and blessings be with you. And have a brilliant day.